Chosen one, stop whatever you're doing and hear this. This moment is not a coincidence. It's a divine summons. God said, "Every chosen one I have called will feel this." If your eyes are reading these words right now, heaven has already marked you. You are not here by chance. You are pulled here by divine command. Tonight, something supernatural will happen. You will begin to feel it in your body. That sudden wave of tiredness, that strange stillness coming over you, that heaviness in your eyes. It's not exhaustion. It's God pulling you into alignment. Your spirit is being summoned into a sacred meeting in the realm of the spirit. Heaven is calling, and your body is responding. This is not just another message. This is a warning from above. God is gathering His chosen ones tonight. Not tomorrow, not later. Tonight, those who have been praying, crying, and waiting, this is your call. God said, "I am drawing my chosen into stillness because I am about to speak. Every distraction around you will fade. Your mind will quiet. Your soul will feel a deep pull you cannot explain." That's not coincidence. That's divine contact. The shift is happening even as you read these words. Before we dive into this life-changing message, take a moment to pause this video and do 3 things. Hit that like button. Subscribe to help us reach 1,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 77. This number will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this video. Chosen one, this is not just a message. This is a transmission. As you read, angels are already being dispatched. Barriers are breaking. Heavy weights are lifting. You are shifting from waiting to receiving, from hoping to having. The very things you've been praying for are now moving into manifestation. God said, "Tell my chosen ones tonight. They will feel me, and you will. You'll feel that wave of peace, that fire in your spirit, that sudden awareness that heaven is near." That's confirmation. So stay. Don't scroll. Don't look away. Because those who stay until the end will witness what others only dream about. God said, "Tonight I meet my chosen ones in their sleep, and their lives will never be the same." Chosen one, this is your moment. This is your call. It begins now. Tonight is no ordinary night. Tonight, heaven is issuing a divine summons that resonates across the earth. The call is not random, nor is it a mere coincidence. It is the fulfillment of a moment that was destined long before you were born. The very air you breathe feels different, doesn't it? There is a heavy, undeniable sense that something supernatural is unfolding. And you, yes, you are being called into the sacred meeting of the faithful. There is a stirring deep within you, an unshakable sense that your time is now. In this very hour, God is awakening His chosen ones from slumber. This is not the kind of call you can ignore. Your spirit is being drawn, and even as you fight the pull of sleep, you will sense the tugging of something greater. The veil between the natural and supernatural is growing, thinner by the second. This is the moment where destinies are recalibrated, where lives are aligned with heaven's will, and where the earth will feel the reverberation of the divine shift that is about to take place. You are not here by accident. Heaven's plan for your life is being set in motion, and you are a vital part of it. It's as if the world has been waiting for this moment, waiting for you to answer the call. And now, as the clock ticks closer to 3:00 a.m., That moment is upon you. Can you feel it, the stirring of the heavens? It's your time to rise and embrace what's been waiting for you. God's whispers are not always loud or brash. Sometimes they come in the form of a quiet nudge, a faint stirring in your heart. Tonight, you'll feel it. There will be no mistaking the unmistakable shift in the atmosphere around you. You might begin to feel a heaviness in your spirit, a weariness that seems out of place, like an unusual sleepiness. It's not exhaustion. No, this is the divine, pulling you into alignment, preparing you for the spiritual assignment that lies ahead. Before the breakthroughs, before the revelations, God allows you to feel the weight of His presence. He stirs your soul, preparing you for the magnitude of what's about to unfold. This is not a time to shrink back in fear or doubt. Rather, it's an invitation to step into a place of readiness and anticipation. God speaks in these quiet moments before the storm of breakthrough arrives. You may feel your body grow heavy, but your spirit will be lightened, awakened, and ready for the powerful encounters that await. God's whisper isn't just a feeling, it's a knowing. You'll know that something is coming. Your spirit will cry out in anticipation. This is God's way of telling you, get ready. I'm about to do something amazing, and I want you to be part of it. There is something significant about the hour of 300 a.m. In the natural. It's the time when most are asleep, oblivious to what's unfolding in the spiritual realm. But for those who are chosen, this is the hour of divine execution. This is the time when the heavens move, when God's will is released into the earth, and when your purpose is activated in ways you cannot yet comprehend. This isn't just the middle of the night. It's a threshold, a line drawn in the sand. At precisely 3:00 a.m., something shifts in the atmosphere. The gates of heaven are opened wide, and God's plans begin to unfold with precision and purpose. For those who are awake in spirit, this is the time when angels are sent forth on assignments, when prayers are answered, and when divine strategies are imparted to the faithful. This is the hour when God's perfect will begins to be executed on earth. You may be tempted to fall into a deep, peaceful sleep, but do not be deceived. The hour of 3:00 a.m. is no ordinary moment. This is the time when you are called to rise, to witness, to receive, and to step into the next phase of your destiny. The question is, will you be awake to receive what heaven is pouring out? What has felt delayed, dormant, or out of reach in your life? That dream, that promise, are you beginning to wonder if it will ever come to pass? Tonight, God is telling you the wait is over. You are not called to stay in a place of stagnation any longer. The chains of delay are being broken, and the breakthrough you've been waiting for is now within your grasp. God doesn't call His chosen ones into moments like this without purpose. This is not a passive call. It is a summons to action. The reason you're feeling that pull, that sense of urgency, is because heaven has prepared something extraordinary for you. A shift is happening in the spiritual realm that will ripple into your physical reality. The door you've been standing at, hoping for a way in, is about to open, and you will walk through it into the next season of your life. Destiny is calling. Heaven has chosen you. And in this moment, the breakthrough you've been praying for is within reach. Prepare yourself. God is about to move in ways that will leave you in awe. It's fascinating how God speaks through the subtle cues of our own bodies. You may notice a sudden heaviness, a weariness that doesn't quite fit. You feel like you're being gently ushered into sleep. But don't dismiss this sensation as mere fatigue. It's more than that. It's heaven preparing you for something greater. This is the divine signal that God is about to do something powerful in your life, and He needs your attention. The heaviness you feel is not a burden, but a calling. It's as if God is saying, I need you to be still, to enter this sacred space of divine revelation. You may find yourself struggling to stay awake, but trust that God is leading you into a sacred encounter. In the quiet, when everything around you is still, that is when the heavens speak the loudest. Don't resist the pull to rest. Allow God to speak to you in the quiet of the night. As you grow sleepy, open your spirit to God's presence. This is a moment of divine realignment, a moment where heaven and earth intersect in a way that will forever change your life. Tonight, heaven is calling for its warriors. These are the hidden ones, those who have faithfully served in secret, those who have labored in the unseen places, who have prayed in silence, who have believed when no one else did. This is your roll call. God is summoning you to rise, to take your place in the divine assembly. These hidden ones are not those seeking recognition. They are those who have trusted God when the world didn't see. They've been in the trenches of spiritual warfare, fighting battles that no one else could see. And now, in this moment, God is revealing their hidden purposes and assignments. You are being called to step into your destiny, and the time for silence is over. Heaven has seen your faithfulness, and now it's time for you to take your place. The hidden ones are not just intercessors. They are divine agents of change, catalysts for the breakthrough that the world has been waiting for. And tonight you are being awakened for a divine mission. Don't let this moment pass you by. The time for hiding is over. Step into the fullness of your calling. In the quiet of the night, when the world is asleep, heaven is wide awake, working on your behalf. This is a sacred meeting, one where heaven and earth meet, where divine plans are unveiled and earthly assignments are given. Tonight, you are invited into this sacred intersection. It's a meeting that will transform your life forever. Imagine this moment. The spiritual realm is vibrating with energy. Angels are standing at attention, and God is calling you into a divine encounter. This isn't just a prayer meeting. This is the moment where the supernatural touches the natural, where God's will is revealed in such clarity that your life will never be the same. The atmosphere is charged alive with anticipation because heaven is about to make its move. God is waiting for you to enter this divine space, to open your heart and spirit to what He has planned. The very fabric of time and space seems to bend in these sacred moments when God speaks and everything shifts. Don't hesitate. This is your moment to align with heaven's perfect will. The fourth watch of the night is a sacred time in the spiritual realm. It's the time when God's warriors are most active, when angels are dispatched to fight on behalf of the saints. Tonight, you are entering into this sacred hour of warfare where prayers are answered, where strongholds are broken, and where heaven's hosts are released to do battle on your behalf. This is not a time for passivity. It is a time for activation, for engagement in the spiritual battle that rages around us. The angels are on assignment, and they are ready to assist you in the divine work God has called you to. This is a time to rise in faith, to stand firm on the promises of God, and to join in the heavenly activity that is unfolding around you. You are not alone in this battle. You are surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses, by angelic forces, and by the power of God's Spirit. Tonight, as heaven's army moves, so do you. Prepare to fight with faith and watch as God moves powerfully in the spiritual realm. There are moments in time when the veil between the natural and supernatural is lifted, and tonight is one of those moments. God is revealing secrets that have been hidden in the spiritual realm, prophecies that have been waiting to be fulfilled, and plans that have been written for you before the foundation of the world. This is a revelation hour, a time where what has been concealed will be made known. You may have questions that have lingered in your heart, longings for understanding that have remained unanswered. Tonight, God is opening the floodgates of revelation. Dreams, visions, and prophetic words will flood your spirit as the Holy Spirit illuminates the mysteries that have been veiled, the answers you've been seeking, the clarity you've been longing for will come tonight. As heaven speaks directly to your heart in this divine hour, you will receive more than knowledge. You will receive divine instruction. God will show you the next steps of your journey. He will impart wisdom for the season ahead. Don't be afraid to ask, because heaven is ready to answer. The atmosphere is ripe for revelation, and you are in the perfect place to receive what God has been preparing for you. Tonight is not just a moment of waiting, it's a moment of action. God's divine plan is now in motion, and you are a key player in this unfolding drama. You have been carefully positioned for such a time as this, and the execution of heaven's plan will begin in your life tonight. You are about to see doors opened that you never expected. Opportunities you thought were out of reach coming into clear view, and divine connections that will propel you into your destiny. God is not passive. He doesn't merely plan and wait. He acts, and He is acting. Tonight, the seeds that were planted in your life long ago are now sprouting, and it's time for you to step into the fullness of what God has prepared for you. The divine strategy has been set. The pieces are in place, and now the plan is being executed with precision. As you step into this next season, remember this: you are not just a passive participant in God's plan. You are a collaborator, chosen to partner with Him in the greatest work on earth, the redemption and restoration of the world. Tonight, your assignment begins, and it will be like nothing you've experienced before. In the stillness of the night, when heaven speaks, it brings with it a wave of spiritual shockwaves. Tonight, things that have been hidden both in your life and in the world around you will be exposed. God's light is shining into dark places, revealing the truth, exposing what was once concealed, and bringing everything into alignment with His will. There are things that have been quietly working in the background, the plans of darkness that have sought to delay, distract, or deceive. But tonight, those things will be brought to light, and as they are exposed, you will see how the hand of God has been at work even when you didn't realize it. The battles you fought, the prayers you've prayed, and the faith you've kept have not gone unnoticed. God has seen every struggle, and He is revealing the truth behind every hidden thing. Don't be alarmed by the shock of these revelations. Instead, be at peace. God's light has come to expose and to heal, to set things right. Trust in His timing and His justice. The truth may shake you, but it will also set you free. Tonight marks the awakening of the chosen ones, those who have been waiting for their divine moment, those who have faithfully walked the path even when the road was unclear. The time has come for your destiny to be activated. This is the moment you have been waiting for, when God's purpose for your life moves from the realm of possibility into the realm of reality. For years, you may have felt as though you were waiting for something more, waiting for a sign, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the world to catch up with your calling. But tonight, God is saying it's time. This is the season when everything changes. The things that once felt out of reach are now within your grasp. The dreams that have laid dormant in your heart are now coming to life. You are no longer waiting. You are stepping into the fullness of your calling. This is the awakening of your destiny, the moment when you are fully activated to walk in the authority and power that God has always intended for you. Don't hold back. Step forward with boldness, knowing that everything you need to fulfill your purpose has already been deposited within you. The call has gone out, and it is unmistakable. Can you hear it? The gentle pull in your spirit, the stirring in your heart. It's not just a feeling, it's a divine summons. Heaven is calling you to action, calling you to step into your purpose, calling you to rise to the occasion. You may feel it deep within your being. Now is the time. This is no ordinary call. It's not just a whisper, but a resounding call that echoes through your soul. It is the voice of God speaking directly to you. You are chosen for such a time as this. Every other distraction, every other voice pales in comparison to the call of God on your life. Tonight, you are being summoned to answer that call, to step forward into the fullness of who you are meant to be. The pull you feel is the confirmation that you are right where you are supposed to be. Trust that God is leading you, and that as you step into this moment, you are fulfilling your divine purpose. Don't ignore the call. Answer with faith and watch as heaven opens up before you. The journey from sleep to spirit is a sacred one. In the stillness of the night, as your body rests, your spirit awakens to the divine invitation. Tonight, you are being called to leave the natural realm behind and step into the supernatural meeting that is unfolding in the heavenly places. This is a sacred transition, a moment when your physical body may be at rest, but your spirit is alert, ready to receive what heaven has for you. As you enter this divine meeting, know that God is preparing you for something far greater than you can imagine. He is giving you clarity, direction, and insight for the next season of your life. You are being aligned with His purpose, and in this sacred space, you will receive the instructions, the empowerment, and the strength to move forward in faith. This is not a dream. It is a divine reality. Step into it with boldness and expectancy, knowing that heaven is preparing you for something extraordinary. As you close your eyes tonight, remember, this is no ordinary night. Everything is about to change. Heaven is about to move in your life in ways you cannot yet fully comprehend. This is the night that everything shifts. The night destinies are activated, and the plans of God are set into motion. You may not see the immediate effects of this divine encounter, but rest assured, the change has already begun. Heaven's plans for you are unfolding in ways that will take you by surprise. The breakthrough, the revelation, the answers, they are all coming, and you are stepping into the fullness of your calling. So as you sleep, know that you are not truly at rest. Your spirit is active, aligned with the divine will of God. This is the night that will mark the beginning of something new, something powerful, something you have been waiting for. Heaven is about to move, and you, chosen one, are moving with it. Something powerful is about to happen. Heaven's frequency is vibrating at a higher level, and its waves are about to pierce through the earth, awakening the spirit of those who are attuned to the divine call. Can you feel it? The shift is in the air, the spiritual tension that builds before a momentous change. Like a tuning fork struck in the heavens, the vibrations are reverberating down to us, preparing for a cosmic awakening. This shift is not just a moment of prayer. It is a deep alignment of heaven and earth. Heaven's frequency has always been present, but now it is intensifying. For those who are in tune, the pull is undeniable. You might find that your spirit feels restless, hungry, or even overwhelmed, as this divine energy pushes you into alignment with a greater purpose. As the spiritual frequency increases, everything around you will begin to resonate with divine energy. Your thoughts, your prayers, even your actions will begin to reflect the heavenly rhythm that is moving through you. It's as if the very air you breathe is charged with spiritual electricity, preparing you for the divine moment that is about to unfold. This is not a time for complacency. This is the moment when heaven's frequency is beckoning you to rise up, to align your spirit with the frequency of divine purpose. Don't let the moment pass unnoticed. This is your call to step into a season of spiritual power like never before. There are times when the veil between the natural and supernatural worlds becomes thinner, and tonight is one of those moments. The spiritual realm is ready to spill to the natural, and you are positioned to experience this powerful encounter. It's as if a curtain is about to be pulled back, and what was once unseen will be revealed in a flash of divine glory. When the veil breaks, everything changes. The laws of nature bend to the will of heaven, and the boundaries between the seen and unseen no longer hold. You will feel the shift in the atmosphere as miracles, visions, and prophetic encounters pour into your reality. What once felt distant and intangible will now feel immediate, urgent, and real. This is a season when the supernatural is not just something to read about in the Bible or hear about in testimonies. It is something that will be experienced in the here and now. It will be tangible, visible, and impossible to ignore. God is not only moving behind the scenes, but He is about to step into your world in ways that will leave you astounded. As the veil breaks, don't be afraid. Embrace the divine revelations, the supernatural encounters, and the fresh understanding that will flood your spirit. Heaven is about to make itself known in a profound and unmistakable way. Midnight is often a time of waiting when the heart is heavy with unanswered prayers, and the soul longs for something more. But as the clock moves from midnight to morning, everything shifts. The waiting is over. The transition has begun. What once felt like a season of delay will suddenly become a season of awakening. In the natural, the world sleeps, but in the spiritual realm, a great stirring is taking place. The new day is dawning, and with it comes clarity, revelation, and empowerment. The prayers you've whispered in the dark are about to bear fruit in the light of day. The promises God has made to you are now moving from the realm of waiting into the realm of fulfillment. As you enter into the spiritual morning, you will begin to see things you could never have imagined before. Dreams that seemed distant will suddenly feel attainable. Visions that were once clouded will come into sharp focus. And the call to your purpose will no longer be a whisper. It will be a loud, resounding invitation to step forward in faith. This is your moment. The shift from waiting to awakening is happening right now. The season of anticipation is over. Rise up and step into the fullness of what God has prepared for you. Heaven is never silent, and tonight, as you step into this divine meeting, you will hear a sound in the Spirit, a sound that announces the shift. It will not be an ordinary sound. It will be a sound of authority, a sound of breakthrough, a sound that carries the weight of heaven's decision to move in your life. This sound will reverberate through your spirit, waking you to the reality of what is about to unfold. It may begin as a whisper, a quiet stirring, but it will crescendo into something that shakes the very foundations of your soul. You will know that heaven is declaring, this is the moment, this is the time. Just as the trumpet announces the arrival of a king, the sound of heaven will announce the arrival of your breakthrough. The sound will be unmistakable, a divine declaration that things are about to change. What has been silent in your life will now be filled with the sound of God's movement. His hand is active and He is making it known. Listen closely. The sound is not just in the air, it is in your spirit. It is the sound of your calling, your activation, and your destiny. Respond with faith and watch as heaven's sound fills your life with transformation. There is a powerful truth you must understand. Even when you can't see God's hand moving, He is still at work. His movement is not always loud or visible. Sometimes He moves silently, like the invisible wind that stirs the trees but cannot be seen. Tonight, while you may not fully comprehend the extent of what's unfolding, know this: miracles are already in motion. God is preparing things behind the scenes, aligning the pieces of your destiny in perfect order. He is orchestrating events, arranging circumstances, and positioning people to be a part of your breakthrough. Though His hand may seem hidden, His power is still at work, bringing about miracles you have prayed for and dreamed of. The silent movement of God is not an indication of inactivity, but of a deeper, more deliberate work. Just as the seed grows in the soil before it breaks through the surface, God's work in your life is growing in unseen places. The breakthrough you seek is already taking shape, even when you cannot perceive it. Trust in the quiet workings of God. He is moving in ways you can't yet see. But when the time is right, His miracles will be revealed in such magnitude that you will stand in awe. God's silence is not inactivity. It's preparation for the manifestation of His power in your life. There is an ancient truth that has always held. Darkness knows when light is coming. The enemy can feel the shift, the awakening, the divine movement. It's like a storm brewing on the horizon. Though the enemy cannot stop it, he can sense the power that is about to be unleashed. That's why you may feel resistance, opposition, and even confusion at times. The enemy is panicking. Darkness thrives in the unseen and the unknown. But as heaven's light draws near, the enemy's plans begin to unravel. The pull of heaven's frequency is too powerful for the darkness to ignore. Every force of evil that has sought to hinder your progress is now on alert, sensing that their time is running out. This is why the enemy will attempt to stir fear, doubt, and confusion. He knows that the breakthrough you are about to receive will crush his plans and set you free. But you are equipped for this battle. Stand firm in your faith. The panic you feel in the spiritual realm is not a reason for fear. It is confirmation that you are right on track. Don't be intimidated by the enemy's tactics. The darkness trembles when heaven moves, and heaven is moving right now at 3:00 a.m. The boundaries between heaven and earth grow thin, and for a brief moment they collide. This is no ordinary time. This is when the supernatural realm intersects with the natural, when divine power pours into the world, reshaping everything it touches. The collision of realms is a moment of profound transformation, a moment when heaven touches earth and the impossible becomes possible. In the spiritual realm, angels are dispatched on missions. Prophecies are fulfilled, and heaven's power is unleashed in ways that will shift the course of history. In the natural realm, you are positioned to receive this divine outpouring. The impact will be felt deeply in your heart, your mind, and your circumstances. This divine collision brings with it not just revelation, but also empowerment. When heaven touches earth, you are filled with the strength, wisdom, and grace to walk in your purpose. This is a sacred moment, and it's happening now. As you enter into this sacred moment, know that you are not alone. Unseen forces are at work around you, orchestrating everything in your favor. Angels are on assignment, preparing the way ahead, aligning the forces of the spirit realm to ensure that your path is clear and that your destiny is secured. You may not see them, but they are there working tirelessly to guide you into the fullness of your calling. These divine messengers are not only protecting you, but also positioning you. Each angel is assigned a specific task, whether to carry your prayers to heaven, minister to you in times of need, or open doors that you never thought possible. Their work is invisible, but their presence is undeniable. Their wings stir the atmosphere, preparing it for the breakthroughs you are about to receive. In the spiritual realm, there is a sacred alignment happening. Every step you take is being guided by forces beyond the natural, and as you move in faith, the angels are preparing the way for your victory. Every delay, every struggle, every moment of doubt is being transformed into a divine opportunity. The path before you is not just a road. It is a highway of purpose paved by the hands of angels. When you feel the weight of the battle, remember that the heavenly hosts are with you. Trust that the unseen forces around you are aligning in perfect harmony with God's will for your life. You are not walking alone. Heaven is moving on your behalf, and the angels are preparing the way for your next step of destiny. There comes a point in every journey when the chains that have bound you begin to break. Tonight you are standing at that breaking point. The chains of fear, doubt, and limitation that have kept you in bondage are about to snap. You may not realize it, but the spiritual forces of heaven are at work, breaking off every chain that has held you back from your purpose. These chains have been forged in the past, formed by hurt, disappointment, and the lies that the enemy tried to weave into your story. But the time has come for them too